Hello guys, and after those previous videos, I have met or talked to a lot of people, and not people actually, they were the students group of like most probably second third year, who were on to the development or some machine learning or some android development, this kind of field. Fine. So like talking to them, I just realized one thing, that many people don't have the concept about cloud. Okay, so today's topic that we will talk about is cloud. So what is cloud? And many people don't have the idea about cloud. Just 1 minute. Oops. Cloud computing. Yeah, so basically coming to the part, like what is cloud computing and why is it gaining so much popularity, so much fame, and why is everyone moving to the cloud? Like in today's time, you will hear that people are moving to the cloud. So basically, what is cloud? Okay, so coming to the first part, that okay, let's take an example, it will be more better. So for example, if you have a memory card, fine, in your mobile phone, so that memory card can just be accessed by you by putting that memory card on your mobile phone. So no other second person, suppose that second person is in some different country, so that second person can't be accessing your memory card. Fine. So this is one thing, that your memory card can be accessed by you at a single time. But let's say for example that you want to share some documents, so you cannot share using some apps like Zender, share it, you cannot share it. Okay. And even if you want to mail, you cannot mail anything above 25 MB of size or 50 MB of size. Okay. So how will you work in that situation? So also there comes a part, like your memory, suppose your phone memory got full, then what will you do? Generally what happens, if your mobile phone memory gets full, Google, your phone asks you to transfer all your photos to Google Photos. Okay. So now where is this Google Photos located? Like, is there any separate hardware? Like whenever you open, okay, in your phone you have an app that is Google Drive. If you are an Android user, you will have Google Drive. If you are an iPhone user, you will have, I think, Apple Cloud, something like that. So you can store your documents, you can store your photos, images, videos, anything on your Google Drive. Okay. But this Google Drive is not present on your phone, right? But it is a storage, you can store anything, right? And if you want, like you have stored some documents using your phone, and suppose you forgot to carry your phone, and in your office you can just sit over your laptop and just go to drive.google.com, and you can access your documents over your laptop. Okay, so you can access your documents from anywhere around the world, just what you need is an internet connection. So basically what is happening, that okay, so there must be some physical hardware, but it is not present on your phone. Where it is present? On the data center. Now what is a data center? Like it is a building which contains only just infrastructure. Okay, infrastructure, like it may be hard disk, it may be SSD, it may be processor, it may be graphics card, it may be RAM, anything. So basically what the concept of cloud is, that they provide you, suppose you don't have the infrastructure, suppose you have less memory on your phone. Okay. So what you will do, you will either go to buy a memory card, but memory card can be accessed only one place at a time. So what will you do? You will move to the cloud. Okay. So basically what happens, they have the infrastructure, they have the storage, and you are just taking it rent. Okay. Suppose today you have got some project. Okay, it is a big project, and you need a good amount of resources like computing power. Fine. So suppose you have a i3 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and you cannot work on that project. So what will you do? Obviously either you need to build a PC with i7 32 gigs of RAM and all, or what else you can do, suppose I have that PC already. Okay. So what you will ask, you will ask me to give it to rent. Okay, so I will give it to you on rent. But how? Like suppose I am on a different country, I cannot give you my PC on rent. Like I will ask you to come to my country, take my PC, work on it, and then return me. Okay, this cannot be possible. So what happens over the cloud is that, suppose I am sitting at my home and I have the infrastructure that you require, and you don't have the infrastructure but you have the money. So what you are doing, you are taking my computer, my infrastructure on rent. How? Through the internet. Fine. So my infrastructure will be at my home, and you will be using it through over the internet, and on exchange of that you will be giving me some money. Fine. So generally what happens, like in startups or so, like people don't have those much of like infrastructure, they cannot buy one because they don't have that much of capital. So people tend to move over the cloud, and the best thing is that like it can auto scale. Okay, and the best thing is that pay as you go. There is a model, pay as you go. Okay, so whenever you use a particular thing, then only you will have to pay. There is nothing like that this infrastructure we are not using but still we have to pay. There is nothing like that. Just you will pay for whatever you use. Okay, so nothing more than that. Now there are some different companies which provide this cloud, okay, this infrastructure to you. So some popular companies are, I think most of you have heard the name. First one, which is the market popular thing, that is AWS, Amazon Web Services. Okay, so they were the first to launch this kind of cloud services, and AWS is the most popular one. Okay, around the globe people use it, and on India we have 3 data centers of AWS. Okay, so I'll be coming to another like what is data center and all on some separate video. So the main motive is to explain like what is cloud computing and what are the companies which provide. Another is GCP, that is Google Cloud Platform provided by Google. Okay, and similarly another competitor is Microsoft, that is Azure. So these are the different services, different companies and their name of the services. Like Microsoft has Azure, Google has GCP, Amazon has AWS. So they provide you the infrastructure and they will charge you based upon that. So if you are a new user or if you are a student, you don't need to worry about that because there is always a free tier available. Okay, so they will let you use their platform for 1 year up to a certain extent. Like for example, in Google Drive you have 15 GB free. If you need to expand it beyond that, then only you have to pay. So on these platforms also there is a free tier, like for 1 year you can use it for free, or if you are using more of their resources, then only you need to pay. So if you are a developer and you are a student, you don't need to worry, you can just create an account and start to use it. What they will do, just ask for you your credit card or debit card numbers. Okay, so you don't need to worry, just provide those numbers. They won't charge you for 1 year. Okay, after 1 year they will just ask you that whether you want to renew your this contract or not. If you don't want to renew, just don't renew it. Fine, you can let it remain that like that. But whenever you are registering, just keep in mind that you have only 1 year. So start whenever you think you are ready, because don't waste this 1 year. 1 year is very vital, and just utilize it for learning purpose. Okay, in industry they will provide you the complete like information or how to log in and every details they will provide you, so you don't need to worry. These accounts are just for currently login purposes. Okay, so like let me show you like how this AWS looks. So oops, aws.amazon.com is the website. Let's sign in. So I think the concept is clear that cloud is something which is not present on your machine. Okay, through the internet you are accessing some resources which are which you require. Okay, so you don't have that much resource. Through the internet you are using that resource and you are paying as much as you use. Fine, so here we have logged in, and okay, so this was the user interface for Amazon Web Services. So here you can use like any kind of thing. Like there is one thing that is EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay, so here you can create your own virtual machine. Okay, so what is a virtual machine, will coming into that later on some other video, but in short, it is also a running machine, a running computer with some processor, with some RAM and all. Okay, the best advantage of cloud is that, just let me show you one thing. Okay, so here you can have any kind of OS. Fine, this is the best thing. So let's select an OS. Okay, now coming to the main part, like if we are going to create a computer, let's say here we have virtual CPUs, how many processor you want, and this is the memory. Okay, memory means your RAM. So here you can see we have 72 virtual cores and 192 gigs of RAM. So if you are going to build a PC with this configuration like 72 cores, virtual cores and 192 gigs of RAM, it will cost you no less than 3 to 4 lakhs or even more. Okay, so here you can use it for just a small amount. Okay, so they will show you even the amount, or you can scale it even more larger here. Okay, yeah, here you can see 96 virtual CPUs and 768 gigs of RAM. So if you are going to build it manually, you must be a millionaire, otherwise you cannot build a machine with such high specification. And another thing, like one of your machine, if it goes down, then means the cost of repairing it will also be high. Okay, so here you don't have to repair. Okay, this is the whole infrastructure is managed by the service provider. Like in this case, AWS is like managing the whole infrastructure. Only what you need to do is just use that service. Okay, you don't need to think about managing managing the infrastructure. Like if a RAM stops working, if the CPU stops working, you don't need to worry about that. So if one of their processors stops working, they will allot you another set of processors. So this is the best advantage. Fine. So I think this is enough for this video. So if you have any queries or any doubts, you can just feel free to ask me up in the comment section below. I will give you another brief introduction about the services and all in some later videos. Fine. So that's it for today, and see you again in some other later videos. Okay, so this was up for cloud computing. Thank you and have a nice day.